Hey, good morning. It's Claire Fitzpatrick. It is Monday. What is today? I think it might be the 29th or the 28th of January. And I am getting ready for my day. I just set up the room and I just did my next meditation. Now I'm just enjoying a little bit of coffee before we get started. And I'm trying to be consistent with doing this every day. Last night, before I went to bed, I was checking my Facebook page because dopamine, and I noticed there was a friend of mine, her daughter, she's a nurse, and she lives in America. She lives in the heartland. Her daughter is fighting a flu, and it's pretty ferocious flu, and there were 37 posts by her by the time I got to her. And the fever is going from 104 to 101, and she's giving her medicine to get the fever down because it was getting way too high. And she's vomiting, she's losing fluids, and the hospital just wants to wait until today. Hopefully she's okay right now, to see her. And so this mom's a nurse. And she's familiar with stuff like this, and she was scared. And finally, by the time I jumped on, she had posted, "I know there's nothing else I can do for her. I just have to have faith in the healing power of her body to heal her at this point, but I'm afraid I'm going to lose her. This has been terrible." So this is where I jumped in. And I said, I hope she's doing better tomorrow. You may want to go to a chiropractor to have her nervous system checked to make sure it's functioning well so she can heal the best way she knows how. And love and prayers to you. And for a chiropractor to write something like that, I know a lot of chiropractors are like, of course you would write that. Yeah, of course, because you have to have a clear nervous system. But that it's alarm bells for me because people have a faith system against chiropractic. And I say that deliberately because there's so much science now that proves that when you clear interference from your nervous system, mostly from the spine, but also from everywhere, the cranium, your soft connective tissue, people heal better. That's what we do. We call them subluxations, areas where where the nervous system is interfered with. We call it a subluxation. It's a chiropractic term. There's a medical term also that's subluxation. That's a dislocated bone, a really bad one. We use it differently. Ours is more subtle. We detect and we try to help the body correct those so that the person can heal better. Because when there's interference in the nervous system, what's going to happen? Things aren't going to work as well. Your mood isn't going to be as good. You're not going to heal well. It interferes with everything. You don't digest food well. But there's such a religious stigma about even approaching something with chiropractic that's outside of the musculoskeletal model. It's daunting. I get patients who are seeing relief with me. And then they think about stopping care, and some of them do, because they're seeing somebody else, a medical doctor, a physical therapist, somebody else who's saying they don't believe in chiropractic. And I'm like, it's not a faith system. It's not a faith system. We are a self-healing mechanism. We couldn't go through life if we weren't a self-healing mechanism. We fall down, we get a cut. The body has an innate intelligence, knows how to deal with that. But we give it the conditions that the cut heals well. So we wash the wound. We make sure that it's dressed nicely. But the body does the rest. Every part of your body is coordinated through the nervous system. So if you have a subtle interference in the spine, in the gut, in the connective tissue, in the cranium, it's going to interfere with your entire system. It's our communication system. So right now, this child is having a problem with homeostasis. the virus or the bacteria is informing her body incorrectly to shunt up the heat to kill it in a manner that is detrimental to the health of the body. So there's a disconnect. The bacteria or the virus, whatever's going on with her, has overridden the wisdom of the body so that the body is actually attacking itself. Now we have to get her nervous system back online in order for her body to be able to communicate, oh, wait. That's a foreign agent telling me to do this. And chiropractors help do that. They help check the body, see if there's some interference, and then they get the body out of its own way. Gently adjusting it, not manipulating, although that's a popular term, adjusting it. Like, okay, I think the body needs to do this, nice and easy. And boom, power's on, the body starts to figure out what to do. And I'm not saying that we heal the flu. We don't heal anything. We check the body, we check the nervous system, we remove interference to the nervous system, and we walk away. I'm not saying she doesn't need the medical doctor. I'm not saying she doesn't need nutrition. I'm not saying any of that. But she does need to get checked. And I really hope that my friend takes it seriously and it's not just like, that wacky chiropractor with her beliefs. It's her, or potentially her with her beliefs. Not me. I know it. It's not a belief for me. I know it. I see it. My patients see it. And still, when somebody walks into their lives and says, I don't believe in chiropractic, that just wears away at their own faith in themselves. Shut up. If you don't know, then keep your lips shut. I don't try to perform surgery. If somebody walks in and it looks like they had a stroke, I'm not going to say, okay, I'm going to adjust you, you're going to be better. I'm going to send them to the medical doctor. Emergency care. Oh my God, there's a stroke going on. Luckily, that's never happened in my office. And by the way, while I'm on the subject, before I forget about it, there's this thing now, because chiropractors like to check the spine through x-rays to see where there's subtle misalignments, that a lot of countries are trying to outlaw x-rays for chiropractors. That's a lot of bunk, by the way. I've caught a lot of things on x-ray that is even outside the realm of chiropractic. It is helpful for a chiropractor. You can't see it because you're looking for something crazy, but we see subtle misalignments and we detect and correct them. But I have caught arteries that are clogged and calcified and ready to go into thrombosis before it happened. I've saved lives and sent them to other people strictly through an x-ray because we're trained to look at that. But you wouldn't know that if you have this religious belief system against chiropractic. You wouldn't know that that's what we're trained to do. But we are. We're trained to work with other health professionals. We want to stay in our lane. We're good at our lane. Help us stay in our lane. Let's work together. There's too much sickness. There's too much ego in the healthcare delivery system, and there's no need for it. People need us all. Let's work together. I want to work with you. Together we can help heal everyone, and we can help heal the planet. I know we can. So this is for everybody. This is for patients and doctors out there listening to me. I love you. I want to work to help heal us all. So, next time you run into a chiropractor or a patient of a chiropractor, try to listen. Try to listen. All right. Rant over. I'll talk to you later. Bye.